our second guest from Battlefield Fight League today, Micah Brakefield. Micah, welcome to Radio TKO.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, very, very good, man. First things first, we'll get into it right off the bat. We talked a little bit setting up the show here about the next next Battlefield Fight League show, easy for me to say, and you're dropping down to $175 to face Matt Dwyer. Going to be an interesting fight, seeing as though Dwyer usually fights at welter and you're at middleweight. What is your thoughts on the weight cut?
Yeah, it's not that new of a thing, cutting weight for me. I cut weight for wrestling all the time. It's a little more than I'd like to cut for a fight, seeing as I want to be a 185 or a 205 fighter. But it will be manageable, and I will not weigh 175 when it comes fight time.
Yeah, I guess so. You're wrestling, of course, with Team Canada at SFU. When I say that your wrestling is top shelf, and I know you don't get embarrassed when people talk about it, it is top shelf wrestling. What has put you into that position to realize that if you're going to do this MMA thing, that's the best basis to go with?
Well, the wrestling came first. I didn't decide to do MMA and do wrestling to train for it. I was just always a wrestler, and then I started looking at MMA as a serious option in the summer, and yeah, it's definitely the base for sure.
It is time for the Talk-to-Gon. We welcome back Micah Brakefield. Micah, you're with us again. Sorry to bump you, brother, but you understand, right?
I can't believe you guys bumped me for Cain Velasquez.
Jeez. Interesting. I didn't expect to have the heavyweight champ on out of nowhere. You're expecting Josh Thompson. You're then expecting Trevor Prangley, and instead Cain Velasquez calls you. So just as I said on the commercial, Radio TKO, why do you listen? Because you never know what the fuck could happen. That's why you listen. Micah Brakefield, let's get into this thing a little bit more with you, man. Where we left off, we talked about the transition of styles. And, we're in the Talk-to-Gon right now. We've played the intro, so we got to get into our 8 questions. You're going to be a part of it. My first question to you is, how do you neutralize the boxing of Matt Dwyer?
You can't box very good from your back, so I'm just going to take him down and see how he swings from there.
Yeah.
Okay, I can handle that. That's a good answer. Ryan, Christian Ventura, what do you got for a question here in the Talk-to-Gon?
What I was going to ask you was, coming from the wrestling background, are you having trouble adjusting to, striking?
No, not really. I switch my feet up when I wrestle, so I don't have to really deal with that problem. And I don't really have a very good wrestling stance because of how tall I am, so it's not that much of a switch for me.
So you're going to use your range too.
Here's a question for the two of you. This weekend, Strikeforce goes down. Cyborg Santos, Nick Diaz. Diaz has faced a lot of guys that are supposedly bigger, stronger, and tougher than him. It's never meant shit. Does it change, or does Diaz keep his gold?
Diaz keeps his gold.
Yeah, I hate him, but he's got it.
There you go. Honesty kills. What else you got over there, Mr. Ventura?
How many professional fights have you had so far, Mika?
Amateur.
Amateur. Quite an amateur at that, actually.
What's your record, Micah? Is it only 2-0 or 1-0, or what do you got?
2-0, yeah.
What's your wrestling record, though?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh, we don't keep track of that. I've wrestled since I was 12 years old.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
And obviously you've won more than you've lost if you're training with Team Canada up at SFU, correct?
Yeah, we got pretty much the best team in the country up here. Like the university team, they won the CIS championships last year. And they've won more NAIA championships than any team in history. So.
Cool. This weekend, I'm not sure if you heard, Micah, but the Fox Sports people were at our show at Battlefield. Battlefield Fight League is going to be featured on Fox Sports, which I think is going to be kind of cool. It looks like we're going to be featured in 20 million homes. What do you think of the prospect of that?
That's very cool. Is that for the pro show or the amateur one too?
Hey, Micah. One quick question for you. What kind of weight are you looking to get back into that fight at after the weigh-in's done?
I'll easily weigh 190 by the time I fight.
That's cool.
Yeah, no problem.
Micah, so right now you're in the amateur ranks. What are your goals in MMA?
I'd like to take it as far as I can. you never know with injuries or anything, but right now I'd like to take it and see if I can do it as a job for sure.
Sorry about that, Micah. I just had a call come in there from Josh Thompson. Better late than never. He was phoning me on the personal line, though, so it didn't work out quite right. We've got 2 questions left here on the Talkathon. Why don't you give us a question there, Micah Brakefield?
You guys going to make fun of me less in this next show, or are you guys going to call me Popsicle Stick Man again? Because this time I might actually be the more intimidating-looking fighter.
Micah Brakefield, okay, yeah, okay, I'll go with no. Ignorance was bliss then. I didn't know you. You're tall, you're lankier than Andre, and you resemble the Popsicle Stick Man in comparison. I love the fact you brought it up to me yesterday, though, when we were talking.
Yeah,
so
this one's going to be the longest fight in history.
There you go. Okay, well, there you go. I'll work with that then. In that case, no, absolutely. What do you want? What's the nickname? Micah what Brakefield? There's my last question of the Talkathon, number 8.
That's a good one.
What the hell's your nickname?
My shirt says the bully, but, I'm really not that mean. I'm kind of more of an internet bully. I just pick on people when they can't beat me up from the internet, but... Yeah, we'll go with the bully for now, I guess, because that's what my shirt says.
Micah the Bully Brakefield. All right, that's because that's what his shirt says. There you go. When you guys watch the March 19th show of Battlefield Fight League from the River Rock, Micah the Bully Brakefield will fight, and that's his nickname because his T-shirt says so.
Yep, I'm sold.
So let's wrap it up here with you, Micah. I suppose what if there's one thing that you want people to know about Micah Brakefield as a fighter. You're still young in your career and you're amateur. How do we find out what's going on with you? Facebook pages, what are we doing here to keep tabs on what you got going on?
Yeah, I got Facebook. You can always check out the RainFullContact.com webpage. They got lots of info about all their amateur and pro fighters.
Cool. Okay, well, in that case, then you owe me a tagline, and we'll let you get on with your night. If you want, I won't hang up on you, though, because Josh Thompson is going to call in, and we're going to keep him for the last 10 minutes.
Cool.
Okay, well, give us, this is Micah Brakefield. You can throw your team name in, and you're listening to Radio TKO.
This is Micah Brakefield. I train with Canusa Fight Team out of West Coast BJJ, and you're listening to, I don't remember the radio station. I screwed that up.
Radio TKO, but that one might be even better. Radio TKO.
Yeah, Radio TKO.
Better than that. Okay, you got to start from the top again.
Radio TKO. Start from the top.
There you go.
This is Micah Brakefield. I'm with Canusa Fight Team. Train out of West Coast BJJ, and you're listening to Radio TKO.
That a guy right there, Micah Brakefield. Hey, best wishes, man, and best of luck on March 19th. You know I'll be there cage side, and I'll be interviewing the winner, so hopefully I get to chat with you.
Nice.